I wasn't going to do anything on the AEC works at Southall, but it occurred to me that it obviously, they manufactured buses for London Transport up until 1968, and then after that, they concentrated on lorry production for British Leyland, and the site closed in May 1979. Then, when London Transport stroke GLC bought all the route masters from London Country, they stored them at Southall Works, and it was subsequently used by London Buses for bus sales. The So we got the side by side from National Library of Scotland, and the site was largely hidden from the road. At this time, the only access was from Windmill Lane, and you wouldn't know it was there unless you're travelling on a train out of Paddington. If we look at this image from 1948, I think this area all got demolished in 1981, and the bus operations were at this end. So obviously, stuff's happened here, after 1948. But this is where the 207 travels along. This is Windmill Lane, where the 483 terminates about here. Again, another image, 207. Effectively, this is where the Elizabeth line goes along. This railway here is the Brentford branch. So we got Southall off to the left. This is 1927, when the site was more or less newly built. These buses, I don't think these are productions. I think these may be works transport. This access tunnel here, at this time it went into fields, but now goes into Lyndhurst Avenue. It wasn't available to the public. This would be works only. So when you got to this side, you had to show that you're an employee. And there's this footpath here, which now goes into Park Street. This subsequently became Lyndhurst Avenue. And if we go to this image, this is the access now from Lyndhurst Avenue, and obviously it's sealed off. But the one from Park Street, this image, this is the access from which is now Park Street, which is still available. This is from 1948 again, and this shows this building. So this building is the only part of the site that survives. We now move on to this image. Again, this is just, I think it's 1928 again. They're showing 1927. So this building, so you can see how the site's developed. So, it was just a long access road with the buildings at the far end. This is from 1948. And again, it shows a site, so Windmill Lane. But what it also shows is what subsequently became Southall Bus Garage. At this point, 1948, it was still called Hanwell, but it was changed to name was changed to Southall in 1950. And if we look up here, this is what at that time was the trolley bus depot, and it didn't have a name. It was obviously that was then named Hanwell in 1950. And then then Hanwell Bus Garage was renamed Southall. Again, another image from 1927. And here we can see from the back, the building, this building from the back. And finally, again, another image. It's funny how good things looked in 1927, although I assume sunshine helps.